Hey, what's going on, fight fans, sports fans? Today we ain't talking about sports. That's right. I know my channel is geared towards sports. Just saw one of the biggest movies of all time, Avengers: Infinity War. This Avengers: Infinity War is done what 600? Was it almost 700 million global, 250 to 300 million domestic since Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and man, today's Sunday. So wow. Um, but I definitely want to give you my perspective on Avengers: Infinity War. And we all know there's a part two coming out soon, but let's talk about this because if you looked at my title, you're probably looking at a title like Thanos is the bad guy. What do you mean Thanos is the hero? How is Thanos the good guy? You know, how is Thanos misunderstood? Now, let you know ahead of time if you haven't seen it. This is what you would call spoiler alerts. So I'm not going to explain the whole movie, but I just want to talk to you about Thanos' part and why I feel that Thanos is the superhero, why he's the good guy. Apparently Thanos is having conflict with the Avengers. The Avengers want to take him out. They want to stop him from getting all 6 of the stones. But there's a reason why he wants to get all the stones. Thanos wants to bring balance to the universe. And the key to it, the part that I knew that Thanos was the good guy is when he was talking to Gamora. And he talking about how, he destroyed her planet. But, he was like, there's so many people that there's not a lot of resources to go around. And listen, I don't know, that might be some crazy stuff that go on here in real life in the world now. There might be reasons people are getting killed off now. Who knows? I know this is a superhero movie, but this stuff might be going on in real life. But because of so many people were on her planet and other planets that he helped destroy, he's letting them know, hey, I brought balance. That's why he gave her a knife when he was describing to her when she was a little kid. That's how she ended up being Thanos' daughter. As a little kid, he came and destroyed her planet, and he gave her this knife, like a knife that had points on both ends, and showing her how to hold a knife. And the whole lesson was about balance. Not too much to the left, not much to the right. So what happens is Thanos is explaining to her, listen, y'all had so many people, but there wasn't enough resources, food, water, stuff like that to go around. And if eventually you're going to end up turning against each other. So what Thanos does, he comes, he wipes out half a population. So then when you wipe out half the population, there's plenty of food and water and you can survive and last longer versus turning against each other and a lot of you dying. It's like having a slow death. You don't have enough to eat, you're going to have a slow death. But if I just take you out, you ain't got to worry about no slow death, just taking you right out. So that's one of the things that he was trying to let her know, when he destroyed half of the population from Gamora, where she's from. So with that being said, with the Infinity Stone, man, he has the ability to magnify his powers and really just take out planets and kill half the population. And the whole point of Thanos getting Infinity Stone is to wipe out half the population so a lot of the people can have a lot of resources and they can carry on a lot longer. Now, they make Thanos be the bad guy, but listen, Thanos was shedding tears. One of the stones he had to get was the Soul Stone. And in order to get the Soul Stone, you had to sacrifice somebody you really love. And Gamora was right there with him because she led him to it. And she's like, well, you lost out now because you've never loved nobody. It was all about you. Needless to say, he was shedding tears for Gamora because he really raised her like it was his own daughter. He grabbed her, threw her off the cliff, and said, this has to be done for mankind. And she died, and by her dying, he ended up receiving a Soul Stone. And so you got to look at these things. Thanos has a heart. Thanos cries. Thanos been through some stuff himself, and he was doing it for the best, what was best for mankind. I mean, how can you fault the man for that? I'm telling you now, over half the Avengers die. A lot of people said if Thanos picked the people. No, I think the way the Infinity Stones and things work, the universe picked who died. So half the population was wiped out. And it's strange at the end because at the very end, after you let their credits roll, Nick Fury and his sidekick, they were disintegrating. They were about to die, but he got out of the stress signal right at the very end. And it was like an old, antiquated, high-tech beeper pager. But on there, it showed the symbol of Captain Marvel. Apparently, from what I'm hearing from comic books, Captain Marvel, she's one of the very few people that can actually beat Thanos. So I don't know how that's all going to play into it. But a lot of these people that died and all that, one of those stones is called the Time Stone. So eventually in part 2, they're going to figure out a way to get the Time Stone. They're going to reverse a lot of stuff. And a lot of those Avengers that die, and probably mostly everybody, is going to be brought back to life. That's the whole point of having a Time Stone. So no need to fear. A lot of your Avengers that's dead, they'll be back to life. Half the people that's dead, they'll be back to life. What's up, Agent T? You had any questions? Did you get a chance to see the Avengers? You figured out some kind of way, man, to bring boxing to this. All right, Adrian T, yes, you loved it. Listen, am I wrong? I mean, do you feel that Thanos is actually trying to do the right thing and people think it's for the wrong reasons? I mean, he is trying to, resources are getting low, overall. So some people you just got to take out so others can survive for a lot longer, That's just my personal take. I think Thanos, yes and no. Okay. I think Thanos is the good guy. I think Thanos is the real hero here. I think Thanos understands balance. Where Captain American Avengers, they believe, we got to save everybody. But listen, in life, you can't save everybody. I tell people you got to save the ones that you can. And the ones you can't, sorry. So I'm definitely backing up Thanos in the sense he did what he had to do. But we know that's not going to last long because once Infinity War Part 2 comes out, a lot of stuff will get reversed, and we'll see what happens. All right, this isn't going to be a long stream. I appreciate a few people that come out to watch. I know it's late at nights, after midnight. A lot of people watch this later. Till next time, this is Sean with Boxing, Socialist, and Other Sports. I want y'all to give me your comments on Thanos. Good guy, bad guy? Was he a hero? Was he misunderstood? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Till next time, we're signing out.